Spring. A time for rebirth, renewal, and new clothes. So why not head over to our Teespring store, where you can support some smaller artists to bring some great designs to life. Our diamond shirts, cartoons are cool, player select, and so much more. So many shirts! We know you have spring fever. We know you want one of these shirts. Go check them out. Link in the description. Now on to the video. Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm Oshrik Vox, and we are on the verge of some major animation news with the Warner Media Upfront happening on Wednesday, May 15th, which may already have happened by the time you're watching this. And if that's the case, you can expect this channel to be reporting on some awesome Cartoon Network news. You see, the reason we likely didn't have an Upfront in March was because last year, Turner Broadcasting, which runs Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, TBS, and other networks, was bought by AT&T and became Warner Media. So assumably they will now all be one big upfront. With this being the first upfront as Warner Media, I think they're going to bring out all their big guns. We may get news on Steven Universe, Rick and Morty, Infinity Train, and more. Or we'll get nothing at all. Let's keep our expectations in check. And by our, I mean mine. In the meanwhile, we have an official runtime for Steven Universe, the movie. At first glance, you may think, what's the big deal? Why does the length of the movie matter? But it's huge, because it determines just about everything with the film. The length directly correlates with how much time they'll get to flesh out the story, its mysterious villain, if it'll have time for action scenes, musical numbers, an elaborate reveal that Onion is indeed half human, half alien, so on and so forth. With that said, the Steven Universe movie is clocking in at, drumroll please, 90 minutes! Feature length. This bad boy could be popped into the cinema. Now, the source of this runtime is actually the Turner Classic Movies website, an official site by Turner, Warner Media, that's revealed the official runtimes of Steven Universe episodes before, like Bismuth, Gem Harvest, Reunited, and Change Your Mind. The latter two having the runtimes revealed over a year ahead of time in 2017. So yes, this site is legit if you need any more evidence. Now, the site is a little weird in that it lists a runtime in seconds, but labels it as minutes. It's done that since the beginning, but rest be assured, the 5,400 minutes is actually 5,400 seconds, which is 90 minutes. Guys, this is huge. Again, this is as long as a lot of films are in theaters. While it's not a 3-hour epic like Avengers Endgame, it almost is Endgame size for Cartoon Network. It's their second longest movie, beating out Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show by 1 minute, and falling behind the forgotten animated television movie Fire Breather by 7 minutes. To really get a good idea of how big this is, most Cartoon Network movies are usually between 40 to 60 minutes, an hour and a half at most with commercials. Being 90 minutes, the Steven Universe movie will be 2 hours with commercials, just like Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show. Comparing it to Steven Universe itself, let's look at the longest episode of the series, Change Your Mind, which was 44 minutes without commercials. While some could argue it was rushed because of how much ground it had to cover, think of how long Change Your Mind actually was, how long it felt, how much ground it did cover in 44 minutes. This movie is nearly an hour longer than Change Your Mind. It's nearly the length of 9 episodes of the show. That's almost 2 Steven Bombs. 2! Think of how much ground was covered in one Steven Bomb, with the very first long-form arc at the end of season 1, or the Zoo arc Steven Universe wanted. We're getting practically double that length. We're waiting all year long after Change Your Mind to get about 9 to 10 episodes worth of content. So basically a normal hiatus for the show. And you don't have to worry about what the cool kids call townie filler. With this much time to work with, this movie has the potential to be one of the greatest things to come out of the franchise, which I'm sure was the intention. Again, plenty of time to establish and flesh out a villain, get in screen time with all of our favorite characters, have a well-paced first, second, and third act, hopefully an absolute spectacle of an action scene, and the cherry on top. You think a Steven Universe movie is going to pass up on that? This will likely be the ultimate Steven Universe experience that fans will be talking about for months and months and months, if not years. Hopefully in the following days we'll have some more information to whet your appetite. But if not, 2 months from now we have San Diego Comic-Con 2019, where Cartoon Network is sure to make an appearance. So while I feel like we won't get any trailer or footage out of the upfront, it typically isn't a thing they really do at those events. But again, the first Warner Media upfront, it truly could surprise us. Comic-Con is a way bigger bet. Now in the past, I have urged you guys to show support for the Steven Universe movie to get a theatrical release. Well, a limited theatrical release. This would not replace the television premiere. I just think it would be awesome if fans did have a chance to go to the movies for at least one night and watch the movie. So of course, if you want to make that happen, you have to let Cartoon Network know. Tweet to them, tag them on posts on Instagram. Let your voices be heard. But regardless, I think I'm going to look into doing some kind of event for the movie. Keep your eyes peeled, there is a plan. However, how do you guys feel about the runtime of the Steven Universe movie? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at RoundtableVids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at OshikVox. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to MikeCatSU for creating an awesome thumbnail. If you want to see more of his art, you can check out his Twitter or Instagram at MikeCatSU, and on Tumblr at VintageCatSU. Link in the description. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. OshikVox, signing out. Hey everyone, just letting you know over pre-recorded message that we will be at MomoCon 2019. We'll be there all 4 days, but I know what you're thinking. What about the panels? And to that, my friend, I have an answer. Friday at 2:30 we'll be on the Channel Frederator panel, talking about our experiences as content creators. Then on Saturday at 4 p.m., we have the first ever animation showcase with a bunch of other content creators in the cartoon community. Cosmodor, Robotaxi, Nintendo, Saberspark, you name it. We'll be showing off a bunch of animated projects, such as Hazbin Hotel, whose creator will also be there, Long Gone Gulch, Amoda and Nepson, and more. And yes, we will be showing exclusive footage you cannot see anywhere else. Well, I mean, until the actual panel, where I'm sure it'll be live streamed and you can, but you guys get the point. After that, our final panel will be Saturday at 7. Another Steven Universe with the fan of this panel. Us, Mackenzie Atwood, Slice of Otaku, Rose's Universe, and Michaela Deese, the voice of Amethyst. Oh yeah, did I mention this Steven Universe cast will be there? Zach Callison, Dee Dee Magnahall, Michaela Dietz, and Estelle. Well, Estelle's only gonna be on Thursday, but Estelle. Get hyped for MomoCon, guys. It's so close, and I have a feeling it'll be one of the best years yet. Hope to see some of your beautiful faces there.